And here they are, Ciaron, Maher and John Warren together having a chat about what they saw. Firstly to you, John. Lovely horse that His Majesty has sent to Australia.
Yeah, thrilled. Ciaron's done such a lovely job getting him to this point, taking his time and just let him get in and acclimatise, which is lovely. So we're very excited about his prospects, which is really nice for the King.
What have you noticed the difference in this horse since he's arrived?
Well, there's quite a lot to say because he's pretty inexperienced. He's only run the 4 times in the UK, and the last time he ran at Royal Ascot, he had an injury, so that put him out altogether, so we put a line through that. But we felt it was the right kind of horse for Australia, a nice, progressive, staying horse. And he's just come along really nice, and I think we've learned a bit today that staying is his real forte, and a nice mile and a half. The way he moved on this ground was nice to see. So now it's up to the maestro to see what he can conjure up and give the King and Queen a thrill in this country, which is the objective of it. I think the King wanted to be connected with Australia, and this is a horse does that job. So many racing people are fanatics here, and I think it's lovely for the connection for the King to have.
Well, that's lovely. That's a lovely reason to be here, and you are the royal trainer. So that's lovely that the King wants a connection to Australian racing, and you're the man to put him in that moment. What do you think of this horse?
Well, just like John said, he's very, very progressive. You'd want to see a horse it was sort of the way he did it. He sort of bridled up and looked like he had him covered a long way out. So he is progressive, this trip and beyond. So there are a couple of 2-mile races that are quite prestigious as well that we could think about. But, he's a horse that's got to get through his grades first and foremost. But we're just very proud and honoured to be able to have a horse for their Majesties. I'm sure my mother's watching. I was having a joke with her this morning. So a bit of a cheerio to her as well.
She'd be proud, wouldn't she?
She'd be very proud.
My son trains for the King, don't you know?
Yeah, she was having a bit of fun with that. So, very progressive, wrapped. Team had done a super job. Brilliant ride by Dylan, and onwards and upwards.
So what do? You've got to win races now to get him to the Sydney Cup. Is that the first aim?
Yeah, he has to. He'd probably, where he's rating at, he'd nearly have to win his way in. So it's one step at a time. There's obviously no pressure with him. He arrived over here in beautiful condition. He's a horse that was very lightly raced, and he's very clean and sound, and he's learning his craft whilst he's winning. So I thought his win today was much better and with a lot more authority than what it was at Kembla.
Well done, Ciaron.
Cheers.